Hey guys, it's Erica, and today I am so excited. I'm usually so excited. So I bought this cutting about 2 months ago, and I don't know about you guys, but I feel like I've seen a lot of listings for single cuttings of plants, and then when you get it rooted, you kind of just have this long plant. And I have an example of how this looks in soil. So this is another of the same plant that I got. This is a Monstera Siltepecana. Don't know how to pronounce that. This is how a single rooted cutting looks in soil. And quite honestly, it looks a little bit lonely, very bare. So if you guys want to know how to make your plant kind of look more full and maybe look fuller faster, this is the video for you. So if you enjoy it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and let's get started. So like I said, this is my Monstera Siltepecana cutting. It has been rooting in water for 2 months now, and as you can see, there are only 2 roots, but they are very long roots. If I'm just gonna have another plant sticking up out of the soil like this, honestly, I'm not feeling it. That's not really how I want this plant to look. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to try and lay this plant on its side so it could be more full. And then when it gets roots, I'm gonna add it to this pot, and this can kind of be a more full plant. So let me just show you. When this plant first started out, there was one more leaf here, but it wasn't growing any roots, so I just cut that off and put it here. And these 2 leaves, so these 2 leaves were the original leaves it came with, and it grew these almost 5 leaves out. So it's been growing quite a lot. But right here you can see there are aerial roots forming. And that is what I want to take advantage of. I want to put those in soil so that I can have a full plant. Now I've done this before, and let me show you. So this is one of my Cebu Blue cuttings, and similar to these 2 Monstera Siltepecanas, there were only 2 cuttings, and they were really long because my plant had really long trailing vines. So I cut long vines and I put them in here, and what I did was, I'm not sure how obvious it is, but I wrapped it along the soil so that it looks more full than it would have if I just had 2 long trailing vines in this pot. And so I guess you could kind of see how it goes boom, 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 because those were all the leaves, and I placed the nodes in the soil and I kept it moist, so they probably grew out roots. And I'm very happy with how this plant looks. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make some soil, and I'm gonna place this plant in here, thinking of how bendy it is so I can kind of wrap it in. So it looks bendy enough for me to kind of curl it to fit in this little 4-inch pot, which is what I'm gonna do. Okay, right now I'm gonna make my soil. If you watch my channel, you know that I love making soil, and if you're sick of it, feel free to let me know, but for now I'm going to continue mixing my soils on camera. Oh, let me get my soil mixing kit. Since this plant is a Monstera, I'm going to just use my regular mixture. It's very eyeballed. It's not exact, but I will give you the kind of what I'm thinking the proportions are going to be. So I'm going to put in 50% coca coir. By the way, I used peat moss for the first time a couple of days ago, and I didn't really like it. I didn't like using it, if that makes sense. I don't know how well it's going to do for my plants, but I did not enjoy the experience of kind of using it. So that was interesting to me. So that is supposed to be 50% coca coir, and here I'm going to put like 10% orchid bark. And I'm going to put 10% worm castings and 30% perlite. What's more? Yeah, okay. Well, this is what I am mixing together. Ooh. And if there's kind of more Coca-Cola, that's okay. Coca-Cola is supposed to be the water retaining factor of the soil. Since I'm going to be keeping the soil moist, I think it's going to be okay that I have kind of more Coca-Cola than I would normally put. So it's going to be more water retaining than I would like. But like I said, I'm growing roots on this plant. It has some water grown roots, so those also need to adapt to being in soil. So I'm gonna say it'll be fine. So right now what I'm gonna do is just put some soil at the bottom, and I'm gonna place my plant inside, get those long roots in there, and kind of wrap it so that these aerial roots have a spot in the soil. And now I'm gonna add some soil on top of that. This is what I have so far, and as you can see, this definitely looks like more of a full plant than than this one where it has its one stem sticking out. So this does work to make your plant look more full. And right now those aerial roots are not touching the soil. So what I do for this is I get some, just any paper clips I'm using right now, to stick them into the soil. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna split them open. Oop. Okay, well, not too far, you'll break it. So I'm just gonna split this open like so to kind of create a little clip to kind of put on top of the plant so that it will stay in the soil. I'm just putting this down here, putting the clip on it and sticking it into the soil. And it doesn't hold it down kind of very well. I would say it pops back up pretty easily. So I'm gonna put some more in there. And you do kind of have to do some pandangling to kind of get it to stay, but once it's in there, you're gonna have a fun time growing this plant. So let's go through the base here, kind of let this other root get into the soil as well. Don't be afraid to use the edges of your pot as kind of pressure to make the plant hold itself in place. I find that is super helpful. That's probably the most helpful thing. And I'm just gonna keep attempting to stick these into soil. There we go. So I think this is as good as it's gonna get. I'm pretty happy with it, honestly. Most of these roots are in soil. And what I'm gonna do now is kind of just place some more soil on top of it so that if the root didn't actually get into the soil, we can cover them now with soil so that they are for sure touching soil now. Here's how that's looking. Pretty good, if I do say so myself. So this plant is looking super cute. It's looking like its own little guy. To encourage fast root growth, let me go get a spray bottle. Okay, I got my water bottle. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna spray just the top portion to encourage root growth. And once some roots start forming, I'm gonna completely soak the entire soil so that it will encourage the roots to grow longer. So I'm just spraying down the soil. Oh, actually I forgot that this plant was already rooted, so I'm gonna have to soak the entire soil. But for now, that's what I'm gonna do. And plants do grow much better or much quicker, they grow roots if they are in humid conditions. So I have a 2-gallon Ziploc bag, and I'm gonna place the plant in here so that it can have keep its humidity up. Spray it down once more. There we go. And now I'm going to zip up the bag, not all the way. I'm gonna say 3/4 of the bag is zipped. So this whole part, and I'm gonna leave this little part here open to allow some new air in. And this is pretty much what I have. So I've tried this with watermelon peperomia. Right now I'm rooting some other plants like this. And here I had a Scindapsus treubii, and it had one really long crazy trail. I'll put some footage here if I can find it. And I chopped that up because I did not like that weird tail look. It kind of was like a mullet in a way for the plant. I don't know, it just wasn't what I was going for. So I took off this, and this didn't have any roots, and I did the same exact method. I put all the nodes under this soil that I made, and I placed it in this plastic bag. It's only been in here for 2 or 3 days, so I'm not expecting any root growth yet, but I've just been keeping it in here. I have some other bags because it was a really long and thick tail. So it was a crazy mullet. So I had three bags here full of those propagations, and I'm just spraying it right now since the soil did look a little bit dry. Yep, I have this one growing, and I'm expecting, honestly, I'm expecting great results. And this plant is definitely gonna look more full than this one. I probably should do this method on this plant too. So the reason that I believe it's fine to do on this water rooted plant is because roots that were kind of grown in water do need some time to adjust to living in soil. So I might as well have the whole plant rooting in soil while the water roots are adjusting to soil. And this is 100% a more wet, like this soil is gonna stay damp for longer. I'm never gonna let it completely dry out. So it's great for those water roots to kind of adjust to being in soil, and it's great for rooting new roots in soil. So that is why I think this is the perfect solution for a long cutting to be rooted and look more full. You don't need to root in water at all. You can just start rooting like this. I kind of wish that I started off like that, but I'm super excited for this plant to look more thick and full, and I just gotta wait for it to root now. So keep this in a very sunny spot. I'm gonna have mine right next to an east facing window, so it's gonna get some of that good soft morning sunlight, and the rest of the day it's gonna have a lot of bright and direct sunlight. I'm gonna wait to pin this guy down in the soil to make it look more full and grow roots on the nodes down here, and I'm just gonna wait until I combine these two cuttings together in a soil mixture in their forever pot. Well, not forever pot, but you know, their most of their life pot before they need to be repotted into a bigger one. So I'm very excited for that day to come. But anyways, I hope this video was very helpful for you. I hope you can have your cuttings be more luscious. But if you're looking for that long wispy look, definitely keep doing you. If that's what you like, that's what you like. I just really like full plants, so that's what I'm going for. And leave any comments down below if you have any suggestions, anything you want to add on, any questions. And thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye!